We welcome you to the UMA Moose men's basketball game as they will take on Southern Maine Community College. University of Maine Moose, 2-5 overall, 1-2 in the YSCC. Southern Maine Community College, coached by Matt Richards. They're 3-5 and 1-1 in the conference. Jim Ford, of course, in his 11th season here as the head coach of the Moose. So it should shape up as a good one. Rob Munzing along with Nate Munzing, Brittany Bourgeois Munzing, running our game camera here tonight, the Munzing media crew, sending this out to all the ships at sea. A couple of guys out tonight for the Moose, Dustin West and Caleb McGuire out, so a short bench gets shorter.
Yeah, we're going to look to have UMA hold the ball a little bit offensively and really bring down that shot clock and maintain as many possessions as they can, almost by keeping the ball away from SMCC.
Yeah, SMCC, don't let that 3-5 record fool you. As
yes,
we talked to Jim Ford, he was talking to Coach Matt Richards, and they really front-load the front part of that schedule with some really strong opponents, Dean Junior College being one of them. Rogers in for two, swoop. Rogers for two.
Really important to get him hot early to try and at least get maybe a lead, because we'll see he doesn't come off the court. He's going to get tired in the second half, so he's going to have some front-end damage early on here for UMA.
That was Grayson Waterman outside, the 6'1" sophomore guard out of Noble High School, Berwick, Maine. 3-2. Murray got it right side here. Rogers holding. Goes across. Murray. Good ball inside to Ches. Ches up and home. Nice feed from Dallas and Keith Chesley, and he crashed it home for two, 4-3. Moose.
Yeah, nice job there by UMA and their spacing, really creating some room underneath. We saw Rogers score before that possession, and then Keith doing a really nice job creating some space, working across at an angle the box to the right-hand side.
Rosby got it stripped away. Come the Moose. Lane opens up and taken, but not finished by Dallas Murray. Dallas will be one of the prime ball handlers here. Vile got it outside. Now, that's his first name. That's what we might stick with. Vondaduri is about as close as a Maine guy. If Vile's parents are watching over in Sweden, we speak Maine here, so it's a little different. We'll do the best we can with the pronunciation. I was working Coach Richards. He finally got sick of me there. So get out of here, Coach Munz. Enough of you. Leave me and my team alone. I kept going over the pronunciation with him, so he worked very diligent with me, he and his players here, to try to make sure we get these things right. Comes inside there, Rogers. And Mr. Rogers swoops into the neighborhood for two, 6-3.
We've really seen Brandon kind of work and being that center for UMA this year. He hasn't had to really extend out and get away from the basket like he has in the previous couple of years playing for UMA, and it's really changed the dynamic
I think so, yeah.
for UMA.
Yeah, that's a good pickup, Nate. That's true. I didn't get to do the men's game the other night as our Andy Munson filled in for me on that one. Runner flow to no, follow, yes. Good start for the Moose, 8-3.
Now we've seen a couple times, Rob, them come out on fire. We've seen Thompson be absolutely lights out from three-pointer, and here again they come out hot. It's just a matter of maintaining and playing. They get a little bit tired, and you'll see it on the defensive side later into this first half here. Hopefully that doesn't happen, that they're able to kind of maintain and not be in a transitional battle, because they're not going to win it. They're going to get tired.
Comes back outside. The pop by Tolan's good. 8-5. Chesley kept it alive, but he couldn't control it, and it came over to Tolan. He got it ahead. The pop, no. Rebounds coming off here to Noah Thompson.
Yeah, I like how UMA right now taking the ball slowly down the court. We've seen them kind of be a little flustered at times and really scream up the court And again, it's just a matter of keeping your legs with the lack of depth that they have on the bench.
The Rosby, nice step over defense. Go for the finish. Well, Jordan, but he can't get it. Davila. Pretty move, but it wouldn't go home. Rebound, Rogers went up. He thought he got fouled, but didn't get it. Noah Thompson got it in. No look back outside. Ches is where he usually is. That's board crashing. He's got 2.
Keith's going to sit on the backside of all 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And he does such a nice job because he gets position right away, even before the shot's up. Nice job there by Keith.
Tolan got it back outside. Now it's skipped around. Waterman, he's got 1 3. That one won't go. Rebound.
Yume absolutely owning the defensive board right now.
One of the things that Coach Ford was impressed with is his young ball handlers, and you can see a little example of that. It's going to be Moose basketball. It's knocked out. Got some changes coming in here for the Seawolves. We'll pick those up off the bench for Coach Matt Richards.
Yeah, a big change in their point guard play for sure, Rob. And we noticed that this year, their lack of turnovers and indication as that the difference in play. You know, Dallas doing a fantastic job, and Davila also helping out too.
Yeah, and as we said, out tonight, Dustin Wett's a good ball handle out of Madison, the freshman, and you know they look to get Caleb McGuire back. He's got the little hip flexor problem. Hope to have him back soon. Rogers outside. Nobody there to rebound. Immobile with it. John's a good ball handler, but he loses that one. Ahead of the pack it goes. On the fly is Vila. He couldn't get it. Joseph's making some good moves in there, but Davila not able to finish a couple of opportunities. 10-5. Immobile got it home.
A slow rotation there. Dallas kind of in Davila closing in on that entry to the post. Nice pass there. Keith wants that back.
Yeah, I got in just a little bit too tight. Immobile's going to travel.
Yeah, already some hands on some hips here for the point guards at UMA. Got to work on slowing it down.
Yeah, because they're going to have a lot of responsibility here tonight, particularly with West out for this game. So a slower pace game would be pretty good. Keith, spin around. Yes. Pretty move. Keith Chesley.
Yeah, we haven't seen any SMCC pressure on the ball yet in the full court, really. So look to have that happen here.
Immobile, nice dish off. Lambert. 12-10, good one going here, 13 minutes. Remember, if you watched the women's game, you saw quarters. Men's game, no change, still 2 halves. Rules still in effect. They haven't been able to get Thompson loose. He's been hitting the 3-pointers during the season, but they've scouted that, I'm sure. Here's one for him. Rings out. Chesley couldn't keep it alive. Lambert got the rebound.
Yeah, good look, though, for Thompson. You just got to give him a couple of those.
Lambert comes in, sneaks it in, gets it home. Kenyon Lambert, the 6'4", out of Trinity High School, Manchester, New Hampshire. Rogers double-teamed. He'll wait for some help, gets it across, swings it over to Vila. Now inside the Ches, knocked off the official's head. Rosby knocked it out.
Dan Nadeau down there. Long-time official.
Yeah, Dan's one of the college guys we see here. Let's see who else is in the house here tonight. Can't tell until they turn around. Is that John McLaughlin maybe down there? Yep, John's. Good official. That was a long-range one. Not kept in and now controlled but out of bounds.
Yeah, see the difference here, Rob, is when Brandon gets outside, that there's no one in there contesting any rebound or being able to get the ball down to him. I'd like to see him stay down underneath. They have enough perimeter shooters now that's not necessarily where he needs to be, because his influence is always going to be down underneath or this drive dribble here.
Nice. And home. Boy, nice quick pass. Little accidental offense, but the Moose will take it. 14-12. Held out front. Lambert's got 4 points. He got that one knocked away. Wodenura to inbound. Jarrett had an open three, couldn't cash it. And travel. 13:38. Glad you could join us here. The Muncie Media crew. Rob, Nate, Brittany. High above courtside at the Augusta Civic Center. I want to thank Earl Kingsbury, the director here of the Augusta Civic Center, working with us. We had some technical issues that we found out were all on our end. But we came up the other day, and they opened the doors, and in we came and did some testing, and Nick helped us out, and Robert helped us out up here, and just great people up here. We love our working arrangement with UMA and the Augusta Civic Center staff. 14-12.
I thought Dallas had Brandon for the lob there. I think sometimes it gets away from him that Brandon can play so far above the rim that sometimes to their advantage, they got to lob the ball up to him because he can jump over everyone.
Got Keith for an open three. No. Rogers tried to keep it alive, but it was good rebound. Here comes Lambert, gets it knocked away quickly out of his hands.
No, one thing I've seen, Rob, here at UMA this year is their transitional defense is much improved, too. They haven't given up a lot of just breakaway or easy layups to teams. As we just witnessed there, they're able to hustle back, knock the ball out, and at least contest those.
John Amabile, no. Knocked away. Come the Moose.
UMA still doing a fantastic job defensively rebounding right now.
Abu Hamid looking for some help. Gets it over to Chesley. Here comes Rogers out at the foul line. Nice dish inside and a foul. Boy, that was pretty. Lambert's going to get called on the foul. That was a second pretty dish from Rogers to Chesley underneath. And boy, we'll take a look at it on the replay. Nate will set it up.
You're going to see here he's able to drive, put his back to the defender, and a quick little dish down to Keith, who gets fouled. And he creates so much. Sometimes, I'm talking about him moving out and maybe not put him out there, but then he creates a pass like that.
Right.
I feel like in that scenario there, his capability to dribble drive down in, obviously you want that as a threat. Having him kind of extended out beyond the three-pointer, maybe not so much now that they have some other threat potential for guys to be able to make those shots.
16-12. Almost halfway through this first one. Jarrett got it over. Amabile. Jarrett. Here comes the defensive help. But it doesn't matter as Jack Tolan's home. Tolan out of South Portland High School. Here comes the pressure. Dallas Murray does a good job breaking that pressure. Jake Cummings in the game now. Pop outside. It's going to come off to Chesley. There goes Keith inside. Boy, that was some good defense and really well played inside by Matt Jarrett.
Yeah, I think Keith sometimes, because he plays so hard, to me that looked like a lot of contact. But one thing you got to look at the offensive side, is it initiated there? And I think it was, because Keith banging his whole way down in there. Get a little bit more than probably what he shoot or was asking for, but
16-14, 2-point game. Waterman hit a three to start the game. He missed that one outside, but some good board banging and follow up. That time, Tolan dropped it in to tie it up at 16. A couple of turnovers here, negating scoring opportunities. 16-16. 9:34 left here. Muncie Media's production of UMaine basketball. If you missed the opening game, the UMaine women won that one going away 74-50. They stay undefeated in the conference. Pop in the corner, no. Rebound was Noah Thompson.
They got to clear it out right now for, there you go, Brandon. Work him down underneath. Obvious mismatch.
And he'll take it, but it won't go. Chesley fights for the rebound, but it was pulled down by Tolan. Tolan's having a really good game, almost stolen. Amberly with a nice dish inside. Amberville.
Nice pass.
Nice bounce pass, and Ches down on the floor and get some help up and move to the free throw line.
I love the bounce pass underneath. I think one of the things that gets overlooked so much is how important it is to get the ball to bounce down when you're down the box, because the big men are down there. They don't necessarily like to bend down and go after the ball, but if you put it up around the waist or chest high, their long arms can cover a lot of ground. So utilize the bounce pass, and a fantastic job there by Meade to get that to Keith.
So Keith will get a second one here. Chance to tie it up. And he does. We're tied at 18. 8:40 left, first half. Left side. And there'll be white basketball.
SMCC fans not happy about that one.
No.
That seemed almost kind of coin flip to me. I didn't really see who it was out on.
Meade with it.
They got to clear that side out.
Well, they triple team Rogers. See if they can't hit that outside run. That's what you want. That's the guy you want to hit uncontested is Noah Thompson, because he is a deadly three-point shooter.
Whoever for SMCC is guarding Thompson's got to realize they can't come off.
Yeah, he's not the guy.
No matter what. You got to stay out on him.
21-18. Moves by 3. Stolen away.
Great rotation down by Meade to be able to take that pass away.
Thompson again. He's got another.
And he's got to see one go in, and then boom.
Yeah. You know, it looks like he's shooting it into the ocean. Gets so big for him. Back-to-back threes. 24-18 now. Jump step, but did they call a block?
Blocking foul on Nick Bragg, his first.
24-18. Seawolves to inbound. Pretty good D there. Contested. Amabile with it. John Holes back outside. They're going to rotate it around. The pop outside. The rebound. Rusby got it.
Well, I don't think that was a double dribble there. That might have been missed.
Yeah, Grayson Waterman might have got away with one. Coach Ford chirping. So, holy cow. 24-20. Well, that was a pass by accident. and I think the defense got lulled to sleep there a little bit there, and Rogers got open.
Yeah,
because you certainly don't miss Rogers down inside.
It looked like Meade got the ball knocked away.
It did.
But was smart enough not to just panic with it, let it come down, was able to grab it and get it over to Brandon.
Grayson Waterman drew the foul.
Foul's on Brandon Rogers, his first.
First on Rogers. Only a second on the Moose in the half. Nobody in foul trouble. Only 3 fouls for the Seawolves. Grayson Waterman, the 6'1 sophomore out of Noble High School. 5-point lead Moose. They've got the basketball. Meade's done a good job coming off the bench here tonight.
Sure
He's had to step up in the rotation as next man up. Mr. Rogers.
You got to take baseline away because it takes him half a step and he's back in line with the basket. He can go directly behind the basket, leap out from underneath it and lay it in. So
good game for Grayson Waterman so far. Started off with a 3, hits one there, 28-24.
Yeah, he's been the man.
Yeah,
for
he's been
SMCC.
down the baseline. He's done a good job. It's been a fast-paced first half. Unconscious.
3 of 4 for tonight.
Yeah, by Noah. I mean, holy smoly, he was out there and lulled them to sleep. They said, he's not shooting that one. Next thing you know, cocked, loaded shot.
A lot more action here in this 2-3 zone than we've seen from UMA in the past. Really nice job so far. Coach Ford coaching this team up on the rotations. They forced a couple turnovers, and they've contested a lot of three-pointers. Yeah. Or they force the ball down into the corners, which are a very difficult three-pointer to make.
Exactly. So. One of the things that Coach Ford talked about when we talked to him at halftime is, he's trying to keep teams under 70 or under, and hasn't been able to do it but just a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen, I think it was the last game we did, that UMA was just on fire, and they didn't really matter what kind of defense they played because they were scoring so much. So,
nice feed to Lambert and home. Amabile with the nice feed. Baseline pop is good. Thompson, he's heated up here in the last 5 minutes. Ignited.
Yeah,
got 3 threes and had a 2-point basket.
What a smart play, and pretty to watch him to fake the pass to Chesley, do that jab step inside and pull back and be able to hit that shot.
Rosby out of Waterville High School. Nice follow by Rogers. As he swoops in for 2, 35-28.
Hamid just kind of a different speed right now for him. He's so calm, collected, and cool, but he's moving at a different pace than everybody else with the ball right now.
John Amabile with a 3. And we're going to get 30-second timeout by UMA. We'll take the break. We'll come back after this.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Good one here from the Augusta Civic Center. You're watching Munson Media's production of UMaine Moose basketball. This is the men's game. Doubleheader against the Southern Maine Community College. A little zone here.
Yeah.
1-3-1 zone here. And that outside shot will sometimes become available with a zone, but Thompson missed that one, but he's been hot, stolen away. Nice quick hands, Dallas Murray. Here comes Dallas. He swoops. He's got it home.
What a great decision there.
Whoa. Held the ball, protected it well. Let the defender think it was going to be a pass and delayed his shot. Nicely done.
And one thing kind of overlooked there is Thompson running down the sideline with him. The defender's got to play one or the other, right? So really nice job there to continue all the way down to the baseline to pull that defender over, make it a little bit easier attempt there for Dallas, who had a great finish.
37-31. Tightly contested game here from the Augusta Civic Center. Wings in and out. Amabile will get a second one. .322. First half action. Dallas Murray.
They had that backside lob to Rogers, and oof.
He's going to break some of his fingers. Dropped inside. Nice pass. Oh, nice rejection coming over the top. Brandon Rogers. Nice feed inside and a dunk and a header. You get extra credit when you dunk it, and then when it comes through the basket, you head it back up, just like Rogers did there. I've never seen that one. So a nice little swing potential here. 7-point lead. It could be 10 if this guy ratchets one down. No, it won't go for Noah that time. Let's see. It's going to be off the Moose. Rogers playing pass defense there. It looked like one of the defensive backs here.
At Rogers' dunk. See him get the feed. No one there. Able to go up over the rim. Put it down. Some authority.
We did. See how it came back off his head. Grayson Waterman again has been the man for the Seawolves.
Yeah, and he's really kept them in the ball game.
In the corner, trapped, and Rogers did a good job of keeping it alive. Comes in, nice pass to Chesley. He just kind of lingers down in there underneath and gets great position always.
Well, you almost wonder, I mean, by having Brandon pass that, he's really giving up an open shot, but...
Ville. I'm going with Ville. We hope Ville's family is watching over in Sweden. Say hello to them. 41-38, head of the pack. Lambert's got it. He's been crashing. He makes a nice pass, a nice finish. Amabile with the finish, 41-40 as we're going back and forth. It was a 7-point lead. And we're going to get a hand check. Forcing the issue down the left side. Caused the hand check. Comes out high. Dallas Murray says, I can do threes. Dallas out of Newport, Rhode Island, Downey Christian High School. 55 seconds left. This has been a very entertaining first half as teams have gone back and forth at each other.
Yeah, it's good basketball.
It is. Not many turnovers, Nate, in this one, and some good shooting. Amabile is lighting it up lately here. It had been a Grayson Waterman, but now John Amabile is finding the stroke outside. He cuts the lead to 1. Tough shot there. It won't go.
Yeah, really nicely defended there.
Silvestri got the rebound. Relay outside. Left side. They come out on Waterman because he has been tough. Nice feed underneath. Silvestri. It was Dylan helping with all the names. I want to give him credit there.
Oh, nice fake.
Fake and a follow, but not a finish. So, entertaining first half of basketball. I thought we were going to have some there at the half. No. Okay, so we're done. So, Moose trail by 1, 45-44. So we'll come back. We'll have halftime activities. When we come back to the Augusta Civic Center, you are watching UMaine Moose basketball on Munzing and Mediasports.com.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year. Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
So we're down here at halftime of the men's game. Very entertaining game. If you missed the entertainment in the first game, a 74-50 win for the UMaine Moose women. And we've got a couple of members of that squad, a coach, Laurie Ficker, and a player, Caitlin LaFontaine. So, Coach, you must be happy with the way that game came out today. It was a really big game. Both teams with 7 wins and big conference game.
Yeah, we went into it just really understanding what we needed to do. We needed to play a team game. We needed to come out in composure with pressure and just playing our speed, our pace, and it was really a good team win for everybody, I think.
Well, speaking of the team win, Caitlin LaFountain did a great job here. Talk a little bit about coming. You came from Class A program Mount Ayr at high school, Caitlin, and now you're up here playing with some great girls here and fitting in very well.
Yeah, it's a great team. I mean, personality-wise, we all click and we all get along on and off the court. So there's a good team chemistry going on, and that really helps us to get all the wins. And every win has been a really good team win, so everyone contributes.
Well, you have a short bench, but one of the things that we've remarked on is no matter which 5 are out there, you all have a multitude of skills. You can all handle the basketball. Most of you are the premier players on your high school teams, but now you have to kind of share the roles a little bit.
Yeah, we have 7 solid players, and we all work really well together, and we get the job done when we go out on the court together. So,
one of the things that Nate was making note of as he was breaking down the game is the way that you were really pounding the offensive glass and really getting yourself set up for some nice, easy putbacks and things of that sort. That's one of those things that kind of flies under the radar a lot of times. How do you get into position to get those putbacks so easily?
I mean, in practice, we work so hard, and your teammates push you, and everyone just wants to make each other better at everything. So, I mean, we all push each other in practice, and getting under the basket it all comes from them. So everyone contributes to that. So
great, Caitlin. I want to talk to Laurie here a little bit about. Talk a little bit about your role as an assistant coach, obviously working with Jen. Jen's also the athletic director now, so she's got some more responsibilities and things like that. What are some of the things that you're doing, Laurie, behind the scenes that, maybe the folks that come to games don't see what goes on behind the scenes?
Sure. Coach Laney and I have a really good relationship off the court. We do a lot of scouting reports, so whenever she can't, pick up the stat lines from other teams, we try to talk about that together so that we can bring that back to the teams before the games to say, okay, this is what we need to look out for. And then on the sideline, it's just really making sure that we're helping each other understand where our gaps are, where our strengths are, and also making sure that while she's coaching out on the court, I can help out on the bench to tell the folks on the bench what they can do once they go back in. The other things is just making sure that the two of us keep the team motivated. Before the game, after the game, during halftime, we just want to do whatever we can to keep them motivated, to keep them going. So that's what we do.
Well, Coach, continued success. Caitlin, continued success.
Thank you.
Continued success for the women's basketball team. We hope it'll be continued success when we come back here for the second half with the men. We'll come back for more halftime activities after this.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year. Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
45-44. Moose, who led most of the first half, little flurry at the end by the Seawolves, put them in a 1-point advantage here. We've got 20 minutes to go to settle this one. It's being played as advertised. We thought we'd have a great game here. So far we have. It's been nip and tuck. I don't think the Moose, as they had their first half lead, Nate, I don't think they ever extended much beyond 7 points or so in that time frame.
So. Yeah, Waterman, Grayson was able to keep them in the ball game as UMA were able to go on some runs, and here he is to start hot in the second half.
Just like he did to start the game. So 4-point lead. Rogers, effective in the first half. Back outside. Noah Thompson kept alive by Rogers. They're going to get him on the foul. So the Seawolves with a little momentum swing to end the half come out here. They get a 3. And now a turnover. Well, foul in possession. So I think the Moose have got to stem the tide here a little bit emotionally, make sure that they're taking care of the basketball as they get underway here. Their second possession. Chesley trying to get to Rogers. He's fronted pretty good. But he'll get it home. Well, Rogers just willed himself into a basket right there.
He's so good at finding the crease between defenders, and we're going to take a look at it right here as we come in to check out the replay. There he goes, finds a crease between the two defenders as they're cutting off the baseline, able to put it up and in.
And he'll make the three-point play as they hit the free throw and cut the lead to 1. Seawolves in possession of a 1-point lead and the basketball. Second chance opportunity here. Waterman. Comes Murray. Dallas going to pull it back outside.
Oh, that's too bad he didn't look to his right because he had Keith coming backside wide open.
Rogers. Room. No. Tipped away. And out. To Rosby. Waterman now. Back to DeRosby. Tried to get it inside. Couldn't do it. Those keep it out on the perimeter. Ville has got it. Drop down inside. Back outside. Morgan rimmed it. New clock. And knocked away out of the hands of Brandon Rogers. It'll be Moose basketball. So 3 chances there. That time for the Seawolves. Not able to cash in on that. Got a check-in coming into the game.
Better job here by UMA to find the shooters on the perimeter and force Morgan into a couple of long shots. Doesn't look like that's kind of his game. He's more of a bruiser underneath. So if they're able to get him extended as kind of the last man who's open and get him to force him to take those long shots, it's a big advantage there for UMA.
Keith on the prowl. Can't finish. Tipped away, and it goes off of the Seawolves.
There's a couple of easy ones so far. You know, Keith is usually on the money with that, and same thing with Brandon on the previous possession, being able to get open looks. So those layups are usually as good as gold for them. But
now they tried to draw the
great
offensive foul on Brandon. He had nothing to do with it. Waterman missed that one. He's been drilling him.
Just want to highlight there that Keith making him take an extra dribble and getting him away. He's a very good shooter if he's set.
Rogers finally cleaned the board after a couple of missed opportunities for the Seawolves.
And SMCC.
Coach Matt Richards is... That one didn't get home. Moose by 1, 49-48. We're just underway here, second half. Played about 3 minutes of this one. It's been an entertaining tilt. And V-leg didn't hit it. Loose. Comes Dallas Murray. Nice pass and nice finish. Pretty play.
I could see that developing off his right-hand side, and I was wondering if he was going to be able to give him the ball. Fantastic pass. There go across his body with his opposite hand.
Yeah, it was a tough finish for Joseph, but he got it home. Stolen away almost by the freshman out of Hartford, Connecticut. Downey Christian High School. The Seawolves, obviously, as you look across the way, with a full bench, and they're using it. Coach Matt Richards will try to keep the pace up, try to wear down the Moose a little bit if he can. Fortunately for the Moose, no foul trouble, but let's see what that is called. That's on Rogers.
I think that's only 2 on Brandon.
Fouls on Brandon Rogers, his third.
Third. Oh, that's a big foul.
Sets Coach Ford a pacing. Rogers will have to play smartly, but they'll take it into him. He's going to have to be much less active underneath. He'll get fouled himself there. But what we mean is he's probably less likely to contest. Since he'll be playing here with 3. Silvestri, his first, team second. On the fly is Murray. Pulls it back out, does Dallas. Rogers is going to go swoop. Dishes underneath to Keith, looking to make room. He's deep. Knocks it away, and it'll stay Seawolves basketball. Three-point lead here for the Moose. It was a 4-point lead for the Seawolves. They led by 1, hit a 3 by Waterman. They had a 4-point lead, but the Moose chipped away, and now they lead by 3 on the baseline. That was a tough handle for DeRosby, but he got it. Got it back, and out of bounds. And let's see, touched by the Moose. Seawolves basketball. They got Waterman open for 3. And he's got it. Yeah, he's deadly. Hit a 3 to start the game, hit a 3 to start the second half. He's got a second 3 the second half. Tipped away. There's the ball pressure defense. And nice finish. Jordan DeRosby out of Waterville High School finished that one. Off the defensive transition.
Fouls on Joseph Davila, his second.
Davila's got the foul, his second.
See on the replay there, the force of the turnover. And a pretty good job here, being able to control his body off the contact. Nice left hand.
Yeah, teams have been pretty secure with the ball, both sides. Not many turnovers in this one, but the double team pressure that time caused a turnover. And Rosby took it home. The 5'11 junior guard out of Waterville will finish the 3-point play. Give his team a 3-point lead. 15 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the second half. Ches out high. Looks to go to work. Murray with the pop outside, but it wouldn't go for Dallas. Teams ebb and flow back here to 4-point leads. 3-point lead now here for the Seawolves, and the Moose looking to cut into it, and that's the man that'll do it right there very quickly, Noah Thompson.
Nice job there for Noah, setting his feet, taking his time. If you see him set his feet, it's almost always in.
And a steal there. So Noah hit the 3, get the steal.
To get him the ball here.
Yeah, he's got it now, but they're out on him. Waterman's out on him. Now he penetrates. Tried to dish it inside, but it was stolen away. Waterman with some good defense. Waterman dishes back outside. DeRosby's going to hit it off the rim. Won't go. Numbers here for the Moose. Murray got a 3. Got it! Big one. Dallas Murray, the 5'8 freshman.
I love the pass there by Thompson, giving up his own 3-pointer for an open look.
Waterman, that one won't go. So the 3-point lead that was just in possession of the Seawolves has transitioned to a 3-point lead for the Moose, and that's what we've been doing. Back and forth we go. Rogers looked like he slipped a little bit because he got pushed. So Rogers will go to the free throw line. Looked like it was a little slick down there.
Well, if UMA is able to take Waterman out of the game there and kind of give him a little bit more pressure as he's trying to make these shots and later in the game, you know, for SMCC, no one else has really scored. I mean, DeRosby a little bit, but if they're able to remove him, he's going to sit. Oh, I thought he was going to come out of the game, but if they're able to go ahead and take him out offensively, they got a real opportunity here to be able to pull away. Because on the flip side, Thompson's heating up, so isn't Dallas, but the big difference here is Rogers at the line. They're able to feed the ball down. No one can stop him at this point right now for SMCC. They're playing a little bit small as you look at the court.
Yeah, they may try to draw that fourth foul if they can on Rogers on one of these patented swoop moves to the basket. So we'll see if that doesn't factor in. 4-point lead. Rimmed out for Jarrett. Head of the pack.
Nice pass there, too.
Oh, that was pretty. And a nice finish by Dallas Murray. 6-point lead now here for the Moose. Swung around. Waterman dishes inside. Nice step over move by Noah Thompson, and off to Murray, and off come the Moose inside. Good look. Matt Rich is going to call the timeout for the Seawolves. He's not happy with that exchange. 62-54 with timeout on the floor. You're watching UMaine basketball on MunsingMediaSports.com.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
We're going to see the entry pass there, and Rogers with the big dunk, which led to Coach Richards calling the timeout. Fantastic job right now. The momentum swing to UMA Moose at this point here, up 62-54.
Well, the Moose had to withstand coming out with the momentum with the Seawolves. They had a 1-point lead at the half, hit the three right out of the gate by Grayson Waterman. Gave him a 4-point bulge, and then the Moose battled back. They took a 3-point lead. Seawolves battled back. They took a 4-point lead. And that's what we've been doing. We've been trading back and forth 3- and 4-point leads until the last flurry of activity. And we'll get you caught up to date with 12:31 left. The Moose have run out to a 62-54 lead. 8 points, biggest lead here in the second half. Either team.
Thompson, a third steal.
Well, he's been playing great on the defensive end as well. We know that he's a shooter extraordinaire, but boy, oh boy, Noah's getting it done, the 6'2 sophomore.
A great job in this second half, telegraphing passes, stepping in the way, forcing those turnovers.
Going to get a push. That's going to go against Keenan Lambert.
Fouls on Keenan Lambert, his second.
Lambert second. Side out here, Thompson, Murray. Dallas surveys the scene. They come right out on Noah. They clear out. They double-teamed Rogers. He stepped back. And Chesley was in position for a rebound, but it got knocked away and went off Matt Jarrett. So,
yeah, but Keith doing a good job of fighting his way to that backside.
Moves to inbound. They'll come out high. It'll be Rogers. Amabile gets it ahead to Waterman. He makes room underneath. It doesn't go. Ripped away. And second chance opportunity. Morgan ripped it. Got it home.
Yeah, but more importantly there, Brandon not trying to go for the block.
And Rogers foul there. There's your alley-oop, Nate, right there. Nicely done. And hope Brandon's all right there. Fouls on Jarrett, his second. Rogers, little gimpy there at the free throw line. Want to thank Caitlin LaFountain for coming on with us at halftime. She had herself a great game here for the UMA women as they won going away 74 to 50, and then Laurie Ficker, the assistant coach for the women, came on. She had some of her duties and responsibilities. So assistant coach for Coach Laney. Coach Laney, we congratulate her on taking over the athletic director duties this year, so she's got a full plate for sure, and needs a good assistant coach like Laurie to help things out. 64-56. Outside go the Seawolves. Amabile got it inside of Waterman. He's going to get it back as John outside. Going to scale it over here to Jared. Relay for three. 64-59. Murray's going to take. Can't get it. Rebounded. Who's got it? Rogers somehow, some way. You look underneath there and says, how's he do that without traveling? I mean, he's got the wingspan.
Yes, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, he's got wingspan on him. I don't know, 747 under there.
I mean, he's directly behind the backboard, but can take one step out and get up on the side because he can leap so high, too, in his wingspan. He puts it right above the rim.
Well, that was smart by Amabile to take it in, knowing that Rogers couldn't contest. 66-61, 5-point lead. The Moosemen. Murray looks to penetrate. He loses it off his foot. Relay's got it.
Oh, nice play by
Ches
Keith.
knocked it away, and now we get a battle royale going here, and we're going to get some manner of foul, and it's going to be on UMA. That was a good hustle play that time by Matthew Jarrett, out of Norwalk, Connecticut. Norwalk High School graduate. He's a freshman for Coach Matt Richards. Seawolves usually stream their games as well, so if you're looking for some YSCC basketball, check them out. Central Maine streams their games as well. Check their websites out. Comes in underneath. Relay. Nole.
Look at that speed.
Ches underneath, making room, going up, going home, going to the line. Boy, but you got to credit, just on the speed. You mentioned it. Hamid just came flying down there. He looked like a laser beam. Getting to the basket, didn't finish. But Keith's doing some board pounding.
Full speed here as he just burst, boom. Wasn't able to put it home, but Keith doing a fantastic job drawing the foul, getting position as he always does on that backside. Fired up. That's a really good momentum play there for UMA.
Total line change coming in here is we got some guys in. Looks like for the first time here is we see Stone in the game. He's out of Greenville High School. Tokaz in the game. 0. So I think this is one of those times that Coach Richards wants to give these guys a rest on the bench a little bit. These guys will probably play a couple of minutes. 9.5 minutes left. 8-point lead for the Moose. Outside, no. Thompson again. This time off the board. He's got 3 steals in this half. Here comes Ches. Goes north and south and finishes and gets fouled on the finish. That was Rogers getting fouled. Keith went down. He got contested. Rogers playing the role of Keith Chesley on the weak side rebound. Came up with the weak side rebound. He went up. He got fouled. So a little role reversal that time as Ches went on the swoop. Rogers got the weak side bound.
Yeah, you're right, Rob, but I just want to point out, I love the tenacity that UMA kind of sensing the blood and water a little bit there, get an opportunity to play really tough defense against the new group, forcing a bad shot and really pressing down the offensive side to be able to get this opportunity here to score. So, it's a completely different team than we have obviously seen last year. I mean, I think in this scenario here last year, they would have kind of sat back a little bit, but they're really pressing here. Keith.
Oh, if that had gone in, we'd have been on the highlight film. Well, Keith's doing what he does best, which is bounding in underneath and making something happen. Now he's at the free throw line. 2 misses by Rogers. I'm thinking if I'm Coach Ford, I'm thinking maybe a rest timeout sometime in the next couple of minutes, Nate, don't you? Because what Coach Richards is doing over there is he's getting his guys rested for a run here in the final, 7 minutes or so, I think. Yeah. So, I think maybe Coach Ford might want to counter that with a rest timeout because he hasn't got the bench to go to. 71-61. This is the biggest lead of the half either way. 10 points.
The biggest lead of the game?
Terrialt. Yeah, I think it is. Skipped outside.
So you can just tell here at SMCC, they don't have a score on the court right now. They've got no one to go to. And I think that's what really UMA has sensed. And we haven't had this kind of team before flip a switch like this and kind of sense that and know it and get even more tenacious on the defensive side. So kudos to Coach Ford here.
Looped out long. Morganson, he's a starter.
That's unfortunate there because that's going to be on Rogers, and it didn't seem like much.
Well, they're discussing here.
Yeah, I don't know. They gave it to Thompson. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very fortunate there for UMA to get that one.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, because they all leaped up off the bench, knowing how important that would have been. I think the foul came earlier. Mm-hmm. Good officiating. They partnered up and got that thing right. Particularly if you're a UMA fan. Exactly right. So Vestry out of Pelham, New Hampshire. Gets one of two. So it looks like 1-3-1, maybe a zone trap out of this, Nate. There comes the trap. UMA ready for it. They'll keep the ball in the middle where you can't trap them. Thompson's got it. Ches got a three lined up, won't go, and Rogers really couldn't contest. The rebound came off to Washington. And going to foul on Keith Chesley. Here come the starters back in the game. Morgan will probably stay, I'm guessing.
Yeah, good call here by Coach Ford. Take that timeout.
Yeah, so there's your rest timeout. So, that was good thinking on Coach Ford's part. We were on that, and that's exactly what we were seeing here. And
timeout, UMA.
I don't know if it was a full timeout or not. 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right with here, and we'll let you know when we'll be back with you. The home game schedule here will be on the 30th of November. We'll be back here for the UMaine Presque Isle will be coming down. The women's game at 6 o'clock, the men's game at 8 o'clock, and then on December 7th, that'll be the last game before the Christmas break. Of course, the kids will have finals, more of a final break. They'll start their finals after that. That'll be faculty appreciation night. So that's always a nice night. They introduce some of the faculty members. So 9-point lead. Seawolves got some work to do, and they'll get back at it. They've got their starters back in the game. DeRosby's going to go baseline lay at home. Jordan DeRosby. 71-64. 8-minute mark. And we'll see what the defense is. Looks like a matched up defense playing man. Came out on Thompson that time. To Rogers across. Rogers looks to go into the paint. Got the three-point shooter. That's going to be offline. And good rebound ahead of the pack, but not able to get it to Waterman. Rosby. Amabile back outside to Jordan. He's going to drive, kick it back outside the baseline, and nice execution back-to-back times by the Seawolves, and they'll cut it down to 5 points. So full timeout. We'll take the full timeout. Remind you that you are watching UMA basketball on MunzingMediaSports.com.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
It was a 9-point lead when the Seawolves reinserted their starters. They knocked 4 points off that. 71-66.
Yeah, that's just
7:27 left.
Good coaching there by head coach Matt Richards to sit his starters, give them about a 2-minute rest, and it's really paid dividends here because they're moving at a different pace right now in comparison to their counterparts at UMA. Looking a little sluggish those last two defensive possessions there. So.
Then here comes the pressure. So we'll see if it's man pressure or zone trap. They did employ a 1-3-1 zone trap. And they've got the turnover. Davila back in the game. Number 30. Waterman going to dish it off. Nice baseline move and home for John Amabile. 71-68. UMA in need of a basket here to send a tie. That's a dangerous pass. Ches got it outside. He's going to take it in. Drops it to Rogers inside, and that's an easy one.
And that's really what they need to do. The ball keeps getting moved from side to side and not really working underneath. And I think they're doing a good job. They're spacing. They're trying to get Brandon underneath, and they finally did there.
The Rosby's coming to life here in the second half. In the last couple of minutes offensively here for the Seawolves. 73-70. We've got a good one going. Just joining us. MunzingMediaSports.com, your place for all UMA basketball. Hello. Turlock, California calling. Accept the charges. That's probably a foul.
Yeah, no easy one with Keith.
Yeah, at Lawrence High School, they call that a love tap.
Take a look here. Brandon's drive dunk here.
But look at you can't see it, but we're going to look at the dunk because it's worth it.
Going up. I mean, they just don't have anyone who can stop him. They got to bring guys over.
Well, actually, they made the mistake kind of double teaming Keith as he came off the baseline, and of course, you pick your poison. Keith's really good along the baseline. Rosby has got a second one coming here, and Jordan's been very effective. The junior guard out of Waterville, Purple Panther. 3-point lead. We're going to have a final 6 minutes. It's going to be pretty good basketball here. They've shut off Thompson pretty solidly.
What a tip.
Now Keith's got a three. Got it! Big one! Well, Keith made that play by keeping it alive, and then he got it back on the touch pass from Brandon, and big three by Keith. And a little hack there.
Good foul, though, because Waterman was wide open to receive that for a three-pointer. He initially missed it, but it didn't really matter anyways. But in game play, I bet that thing was going to go down.
Both teams had 8 fouls, so that strategy will even out, or the free throws will even out down the stretch. And Amabile hit them both. 78-74, 4-point lead. They extend the pressure here.
Whew, they're flirting with disaster over there in the corner. This is meant to trap against the sideline.
Head of the pack and a good finish to Rosby. That's one of the turnovers that has led to transition points here for the Seawolves. Only a couple of times that's happened. Sometimes you get a little bit too cute with it. The Rosby back outside to Waterman. He's going to dish it inside. UMA looks to dig in. Big rebound there by Rogers. So 2-point lead, 4:40. Every possession crucial here. Ches has got it coming off hitting a big three. Rogers has got it well outside. Everybody's a little pedestrian right now. There's your 3-point shooter. Rims it out. Inside the key. What a pass. What a touch pass from Rogers to Chesley. Big hoop.
You know, there's got to be something said getting boxed out like that. You know, that he was able to maintain his body control and get that ball right down to Keith.
And not foul.
And not foul. Exactly right, Rob.
Yeah, Rogers couldn't contest there and did the smart thing. Amberville with a nice finish. 80-78. Under 4 minutes.
We've talked to Brandon before, and he's used to playing in this scenario here that he can't really go after those.
Yeah.
He's much more valuable in the offensive end here than rather than going and blocking a shot at this stage in the game here. Having 4 fouls, obviously.
Comes into Rogers. They'll try to clear some space for him. They don't. Keith's got a 3 lined up. Get it!
The man right there.
Back-to-back threes by the Ches machine.
Oh, what a block!
Rejection by Rogers. Not in my neighborhood, he says.
Oh, Dad.
Get it! Avila with a 3. 86-78.
Jeez, what a good
Moose call.
3 offensive possessions right there for UMA. Again.
Rogers swoops in again and knocks it out of bounds.
Waterman calling for a foul there. That looked good to me.
86-78. Chesley, back-to-back threes. Davila hit a big one. Rogers they got ahead of the pack. Murray finishes. 10-point lead, 2:40 left. What a rally by the Moose. Now they'll look to dig in on the D. Seawolves got some work to do. There's a man that can do it right there, but it won't go. It's tipped around, and Rogers clears the boards. And, boy, he has played a very, very, very physical game for being in the foul positions that he's in.
Yeah, Brandon's got to have well over 15 rebounds tonight.
Ches going to take another one. He got it again! Oh, he's feeling it. Keith Chesley with a big 3, no hesitation, up and down. A flurry of threes for the Moose, and they have gone out to 91-78. What a rally for the Moose.
3-pointer was good. Timeout.
We'll stay right with this, and we'll look at this. We've had so many.
Yeah, that was quite a flurry of scoring there for the UMA Moose. And Rob, one thing that we haven't seen before in past teams is this ability to turn the switch, and be able to put it to their opponent and really just score when they need to. And, man, we're going to take a look here. You're going to see Keith calling for it. He wants it right now because he's feeling it after hitting those back-to-back threes. And now the third one here. What a fine stroke that was, putting it home for the 3-pointer.
91-78. Well, the Moose have logged a lot of minutes, these kids, tonight.
They sure have.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Against a much deeper Seawolves team. But they have been resilient. Coach Ford called the timeout, gave them a little bit of a rest. And then they caught fire. Led by about everybody. Everybody
everyone contributed.
Everybody has contributed here, but But Ches really, boy, oh boy. There's a steal. Possession. They want Dallas Murray to come get the ball.
Coach Ford all over the place here. He wants time off the clock, and he should.
Yeah.
At this point here, if they get a 30-second clock, they'd run it down to about 15 seconds. So
exactly.
That's what he wants. He wants Dallas to come get the ball, dribble around.
You could hear him. Dallas come get the ball and take some time off the clock, and Dallas says, "Coach." Joseph wouldn't give it to me. Send him to his room. He wouldn't give me the ball.
You're exactly right there.
Coach is making right here. Big one there. They're all big here. Joseph with a second one coming here. Didn't go. 92-78. Need some fast offense here. The Seawolves do.
I can't believe they're going to call this.
They're going to call that one as Rogers is backing away, trying to get out of the way.
On Brandon Rogers, his fourth.
Only 4, so Rogers managed that third foul really, really well.
They sure did.
The Seawolves wanted this about
3 minutes ago.
8 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So now he's got 4, As personal he is, he'll go over and talk to the official there.
Brandon should be a politician.
I know, yeah. He's saying, well, Denny's is still open if you want to get over there. And, Won't go. Rebound, it will stay in. No. Boy, it was a good hustle play by DeRosby, but he's not able to get it in. Seawolf's going to have to come with the pressure.
Yeah, get it to a good foul shooter here.
13-point lead, 134 left. In the clock management time right here. And there's your got numbers. They're going to bring it back out. Noah did a smart thing there, and they're going to look to protect the basketball here. And if they get in trouble, they'll take a timeout. Take a look at the 30-second clock. It's at 14, just so you know. It's a good possession so far. Fouls are at 9. That's tipped away, so no violation. Got to get a shot off, and they do.
Oh, wow.
Beautifully done. Boy, Murray's played a great game tonight. They'll give that one up. Now Rogers will sweep in, and they just don't want to foul. They don't. Ball's loose. Timeout. If you had a chance to call a timeout there, you would, because you had a little possession underneath that. Coach Ford came onto the court almost to call a timeout, but didn't get it. We should be we're in good shape, 94-79 right here. So,
point.
It's boy, oh boy, this is a big one. This is the best win of the season here so far for the Moose. We're going to get a sweep over Southern Maine Community College.
Fouls on Grayson Waterman.
Fouls on Waterman.
Rob, I don't understand on that defensive possession how you let 30 seconds run out the clock without fouling and getting the ball back.
Yeah.
Just really poor execution there from Southern Maine.
First one's good. Boy, Murray's been impressive tonight, hasn't he? The freshman out of Newport. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Everybody's had spurts of really stepping up and being the dominant player. We saw Rogers early on doing that, and, we talked about Murray, and Keith came on there in the final with a flurry of threes. What a game. What a game for the Moose. Been a fun one here. Sure, this is going to get a lot of views in Mooseland, and it should. Nice lay-in by DeRosby. They'll put the pressure on. No foul, and 96-83. And White's going to take a timeout. Let's see what it is, but he wants a full timeout or not.
Full timeout.
They'll take the full timeout. We'll stay right here with this, and recap the women's game for you, let you know in the early game that we had here on MunsingMediaSports.com. The UMaine women, they improved their record to 7-2. As they won 8-3 now for the Moose women. 3-0 in the conference, and that's the important one, Nate. 3-0 in the conference, and they've got wins over two good teams in the conference. Nate has beat, Southern and Central. Keith is tricky dribbling outside, and that's going to do it. What a win for the Moose here tonight.
What a fantastic job.
Great job by the Moose, and congratulations to Coach Ford. The UMaine Moose.
Ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. Thanks to
Boy,
the teams for a great couple of games.
Controlled the first half, did the Moose, but lost the lead at the end of the half. They went down by 1. Seawolves came out strong in the second half. Waterman hit a 3 out of the gate. They led by 4, and then the leads went back and forth, both ways between 3 and 4 points for probably 2/3 of that second half of play. The key moment in the game came when the starters came back in for the Seawolves after resting for about 2 minutes. And the Moose, Nate, stepped up to that challenge. They met that challenge as tight as they were, found another level. Keith Chesley went crazy with a couple of 3. Rogers continued to make some great plays. Everybody contributed down the stretch run. Just a fantastic game by the UMaine Moose, and we congratulate them on what is a big victory. You can see them gathering down underneath the men and the women here.
Nice to see.
And I don't think it's often that the University of Maine Moose have had a sweep of the Southern Maine Community College Seawolves. But they get that tonight. The final in the men's game, the Moose 96, the Seawolves 83. Well, that's going to do it here from the Augusta Civic Center. Exciting night of basketball for the UMaine Moose, and we congratulate them. We'll be back here on the 30th as the University of Maine Presque will be in town here. A 6 o'clock women's start, 8 o'clock men's start. We want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving from Munsing Media, and we will see you next time here from the Augusta Civic Center. For Nate and Brittany, I'm Rob. We'll see you next time here on MunsingMediaSports.com.